3498 BC.
So, Eve,
Lilith states,
Lucifer and I have been meaning to talk to you about something.
Eve nods along.
We would like to be in a polyamorous relationship with you and Adam.
Lilith said. No, Eve curtly replies.
That was quick.
Lucifer blinks in surprise.
You don't think I know what you're trying to do? You're just using me to get to Adam like in fucking Eden.
Eve starts to tear up. Lilith quickly moves to Eve's side and hugs her.
No, sweetie, it isn't like that. Yes, we want Adam, but we want you too. We want to go back to the way things were. Remember back when we braided each other's hair and the boys would play in the lake?
Lilith says, trying to invoke some nostalgia in Eve. Eve did remember. Those were fun times when they had no worries. Before that fucking apple, Lucifer also came to her side.
I promise, when we gave you the apple, there was no ill will behind it. I want both you and Adam with us. Hell would be a lot more fun with the four of us together.
After much discussion, Eve relents and agrees, but only on a few conditions.
I'm fine with hugs and cheek kisses only for now, but I'm saving myself for Adam,
Eve states.
You're a virgin?
Both Lucifer and Lilith exclaim in shock.
In a way, I have my new youthful body once more, and I want Adam to be the first one to ravage it. And another thing, I will be the first one to lay claim on Adam,
Eve declares loudly, already planning on marking him 6 ways to Sunday. With their terms agreed, the poly relationship had its foundation. It's clear whatever relationship their future holds, Eve will have Adam the first night to stake her claim. 3400 BC. Eve is annoyed as she sits at the castle balcony with Lucifer and Lilith, drinking tea and overlooking the area where she had manifested herself. 100 years after her death, and still, Adam isn't here. She figures that Adam would have either killed himself by now, or succumbed to whatever illness she had. They did share a kiss while she was ill, so she expected to have transmitted the disease to him. Did he discover a cure for it only after her death? Doubtful. Maybe Aklama did. Why couldn't she be more like Seth? More passive?
Do humans die other ways besides murder and disease?
Eve asks Lucifer as the three of them continue to wait.
Well, humans weren't designed to live forever, so death by old age is possible. So, they never really told me how long humans were intended to live for.
Lucifer explains.
They should have made death by broken heart a feature.
Eve seethes. 3300 BC. Just like before, the three sat at the castle balcony overlooking the same spot. They placed a signboard at the location where Eve spawned, informing Adam that Eve was in the castle up ahead. After all, who knows when Adam will die? Afraid he may spawn and wander off in the wrong direction, or his curiosity taking over, leading him to who knows where.
Adam must be living quite a healthy lifestyle. How I wish I could see him again. He did look good in Eden.
Lilith reminisces, only for Eve to glare at the first woman.
If you thought Adam in Eden was good, you should see him now. You wouldn't believe the sex that Adam and I shared.
Eve retorts, trying to assert her claim on the first man.
Okay, let's not go there.
Lucifer interrupts Eve, though he secretly wants to hear more.
Any chance you think maybe Adam discovers immortality or eternal youth?
Lilith asks.
He better not,
Eve exclaims.
Besides, it doesn't exist. Right, Lucifer?
Well,
Lucifer tries to recall back to his days in heaven.
Say yes, Lucifer. Tell me it doesn't exist.
Eve shouts as her hair starts to flare.
Look, I don't know. I was assigned to create the stars and some of the animals. Maybe my brothers or Sarah had placed something like that on Earth.
Lucifer defends with his hands up. Lilith gets up and hugs Eve.
Relax, Eve. I'm sure he wouldn't be able to discover something so grand so easily. It's just a matter of time before he joins us, okay?
Yeah, okay. He'll be here soon enough. He'll be here, and once he is, she will never let him leave her. 3200 BC. Eve stands at the spot where she first spawned, gazing at the sky.
Adam?
Eve shouts,
Hurry up and die already. Your darling wife misses you. Your little rib misses being a part of you. Little rib?
Lilith chuckles at the odd name.
It's what he likes to call me when he's the big spoon.
Eve reminisces, longing for the closeness they shared.
That's so cute.
Lilith coos as she comes up behind Eve and hugs her.
So how about it, Eve? Have you reconsidered wanting to cuddle with us? It's been 300 years.
Lilith asks.
Forget it. I already told you and Lucifer. I'm fine with cheek kisses and hugs, but anything more is reserved for Adam. My virgin hell body is his for the taking. Only after that I may consider.
Eve firmly states.
Besides, Adam is bound to die any day now. I just know it.
A shame. Lilith pulls away from the hug.
I thought I could finally convince Lucifer to get rid of those ducks and make space for you in our bed.
Eve scoffs. Don't ask for the impossible. Those ducks are basically his children. Speaking of which, why haven't you and Lucifer had one yet? Lilith frowns.
We've been trying for centuries, but it just isn't happening. Though we're not going to stop. Not like there's anything else to do.
Need some pointers? I'm very experienced. Eve teases.
Shut up,
Lilith retorts. Eve glances back up at the sky with a longing look. 300 years and Adam is still alive. What could possibly be keeping him? Did he fucking remarry? No, impossible. Adam loves Eve, Eve loves Adam. Besides, any woman would be his children, so that would deter him. It's unthinkable for him to be with another woman. No one is as close to him as her. Not even
Aklama!
Eve shouts at the sky once more.
Leave the nest already, you bitch. How long are you gonna cling to my husband? Get your fucking own!
3100 BC.
You know, at this point, he may have truly discovered immortality. Or eternal youth somehow.
Lucifer states.
He was always able to find the oddest things, even back in Eden.
Eve paces around the castle, consumed by anxiety and dismay.
400 years. 400 fucking years. He has lived almost twice as long as me now.
Lucifer and Lilith can only watch as she paces.
Where is Cain when I need him? Wandering the fucking earth? He can't even kill his father? What's the point of being a murderer when all you ever did was kill your own brother? Use that fucking title and kill your father already. Not like anyone else is gonna kill you in retaliation.
It would be so good if Cain could kill his father right now. Adam would be traumatized by being killed by his first son, then he'd end up in hell, and Eve would be there to comfort him. Yes, he would sink further into her love, never wanting to leave.
Relax, Eve. It's only a matter of time before he dies.
Lucifer tried to assure her.
I have heard that line 1,000,000 fucking times before.
Eve spits in anger as Lilith holds her, trying to calm her down. In all this time, no other soul has shown up after Eve. At this point, the only evidence of death is through murder and disease. Do humans truly live forever, barring no outside force kills them? She should be spending eternity with Adam. Sarah probably decided to give her that disease to mess with her. That bitch could never leave well enough alone.
If it makes you feel better, I called Gabriel last night, and he told me that Adam isn't in heaven either. So that means he didn't die and head over to their side.
Lucifer tries to reassure her, using his one phone call every 10,000 years to ask about Adam. A waste in his opinion, but all to assure Eve. Eve takes a deep breath and calms down. Okay, this is good. Adam hadn't died and gone to heaven like she feared. He's just really healthy and full of life. Right now, she is very disappointed in him. If Adam had died before her, she would have killed herself for him. Regardless, he'll be here. He will be here. He fucking will. 3000 BC.
I'm going to kill him,
Eve states coldly as she holds a kitchen knife in her hand.
Eve, put down the knife, sweetie.
Lilith cautiously but gently tries to calm her.
It's okay, Lilith. It's all part of the plan. I just need to find a way to get to Earth, kill him, and maybe Acclima too for good measure. Then I will return here where Adam will be waiting for me,
Eve says with a crazed look in her eyes.
He may resist, but it is all in the name of love. Surely he would understand. If you did that, he may hate you.
Lilith tries to reason with Eve. Eve ponders the thought, but quickly disregards it.
You're so silly, Lilith. He could never hate me. I'm his wife. He loves me dearly.
Lucifer slowly reaches out and plucks the knife out of her hand.
He loves me dearly. We promised each other we would love each other till...
Eve suddenly remembers. Till death do us part. Eve immediately bursts out of the room, out of the castle, heading to where she first spawned in hell, looking up towards the sky.
Adam, you are not fucking single!
Eve shouts.
You hear me? You are mine. I'm your fucking wife, your little rib. Kill yourself and get your ass down here. There is no till death do us part. You're fucking mine. We're supposed to die together.
Eve screams.
Adam!
Eve continues to shout at the sky for Adam until her throat is dry. She paces back and forth relentlessly before finally collapsing from exhaustion. Lucifer and Lilith carried her back to bed and nursed her the following day. Acclima sat by her father's bedside, her hand clasped tightly around his. The room was filled with heavy silence broken only by the soft sounds of her stifled sobs. Adam's once vibrant presence now lay still, his face peaceful in repose. She couldn't bear to tear her gaze away from him, as if by sheer force of will she could bring him back. But deep down, she knew that he was gone, leaving behind an aching void in her heart. Memories flooded her mind of her father's gentle smile, his unwavering strength, the sound of his voice reading stories by the fire. How could she go on without him? With a deep, shaky breath, Acclima leaned forward, pressing a gentle kiss to her father's forehead.
Thank you, Father,
she whispered, her voice barely above a whisper.
For everything.
As she sat there bathed in the soft light of the sun, Acclima made a silent vow to carry on her father's legacy, to live each day with the same grace and courage that he had shown. Though her heart still ached with grief, she knew that she would find strength to face whatever lay ahead. Guided by the love of the father she would always hold dear. But the first and perhaps hardest task for Acclima would be to bury her father. He has lived a long, fruitful life. His rest is well earned. Only once he has been laid to rest, Acclima will return home, inform Seth and whoever she meets along the way of her father's passing. The world is vast, and she only had so much time left. When her duty is done, she hopes to discover something new and excitedly tell her father about it when she sees him once more. Adam was having trouble running. He was not used to having wings, and running with them had proven to slow him down considerably, as they constantly caught air. He had no idea where he was running to. As far as the eye could see, it was nothing but a vast expanse of clouds. All the angels were confused by the action of the first man. Sarah herself was stunned, but only for a second. Adam, her son, had just turned and bolted away from her. Sarah had waited patiently for almost a millennium for him, dreaming of the day they would reunite. And damn it all, she wasn't letting him go. With a powerful burst of speed from all 6 of her wings, Sarah shot forward towards her singular target. As the head seraphim, her speed was unmatched in all of heaven. It only took a moment for her to reach her target, and another for her arms and 6 wings to entrap him in her embrace. Adam, in his new angel form, was far stronger than his mortal form ever was, but even strength was inconsequential to Sarah. Adam kicked and pushed, trying to escape her grasp, but Sarah only held him tighter, flush against her body. Emily was confused by the spectacle before her. Like all other angels, she had expected Adam to run into Sarah's embrace and be welcomed into heaven. It was an open secret that she had been waiting for this day. Instead, Adam turned and ran. Michael was about to take off after him, but was stopped by what Sarah did next. In less time than it took for Michael to unfurl his wings, Sarah had launched herself towards the first man with a speed rarely seen by anyone. In less than a second, Sarah had caught the first man. He seemed relieved to see Sarah initially, but for a split second before Adam ran, Emily noted the fear in his eyes, like he was afraid of angels. Emily had never seen someone so fearful and upset before. No one had ever been this way in heaven. With newfound resolve and excitement for the unknown, Emily was ready to tackle this problem head-on. She was going to make the first man happy, whatever it takes. An hour had gone by before Sarah finally felt Adam's resistance dying down. She continued to wait for him to fully exhaust himself while she continued to hold him.
Adam?
Adam didn't reply, opting to keep his head down instead. With a snap of her fingers, a chair appeared behind her. Sarah sat down and forced Adam into her lap, reminiscent of the time in the cave when he had his first heartbreak and when she finally met him again at his altar.
Look at me, Adam,
Sarah demanded. Adam didn't, choosing to try and scurry away instead, but Sarah's wings were holding him in place.
Talk to me, Adam,
Sarah demanded. Silence. Enough was enough. Sarah grabbed his chin and tilted his face upward, forcing him to look at her. His eyes, however, were trying to avoid hers.
Look at me, Adam,
Sarah demanded once more. After a minute had passed, Adam's eyes made contact with Sarah's.
Why did you run, Adam?
Should he tell her? He didn't know anymore. Anytime angels were involved, it never ended well for him. Yet here he was in heaven, surrounded by angels. He had nowhere to go.
I was afraid,
Adam whispered.
What were you afraid of?
Sarah questioned. Adam tried to look away, but Sarah's grip was firm.
Tell me, Adam, what are you afraid of?
Sarah asked again.
You.
Adam admitted. At that moment, Sarah's heart dropped. Her son, whom she had only shown love, was afraid of her.
Why?
Sarah questioned. Silence. In the softest voice she had ever used, Sarah asked once more.
Please, Adam, tell me why.
Because bad things happen whenever I look to you or any of the angels.
Adam explained. Sarah felt a little relieved. He didn't dislike her specifically. He mentioned the angels in general. Bad things? Did he mean Lucifer? Did he mean about Cain and Abel? Sarah had more questions for him, but it was clear that Adam wasn't open to answering them. He looked nothing like the wide-eyed, curious man she had known in Eden or on Earth. The man who triumphed over all of Earth's challenges, traveled to the farthest reaches with his daughter on a quest of discovery. Now he looked like a frightened child, afraid of saying the wrong thing. A child who needed his mother. Sarah could see he needed comfort and love now more than ever. She wasn't going to deny him.
Adam,
He looked at her with weariness in his eyes.
I love you,
Sarah said with the warmest smile as she caressed his cheek. That was all it took for Adam, the first man, to break down crying. His arms finally wrapped around Sarah instead of himself as he cried into her shoulder. As Sarah held him, she kissed the top of his head and gently stroked his back. She finally had her son back, and she wasn't letting go any time soon.